Thanks for joining us here on this Friday. I'm Brooke Hash. Our top story, sickness in schools. It has been all week long. JCPS now among the many school districts in our area on virtual learning. It is the result of expanding cases of respiratory virus and the flu. You can see the impact on Kentuckiana here on this map. Taylor, Carroll, LaRue, and Shelby counties have been NTI most of this week. JCPS students will be learning from home through Monday. Spencer, Bullitt, and Oldham County schools are closed today because of sickness, while Trimble is closed for professional development. And just within the last hour on the Indiana side, we're hearing about Henryville schools that are going to be learning from home as well Monday. Our Jose Alonso and photojournalist Emma Gefter spoke with parents in some of these districts about the decision to keep kids home.
Officials have told us a mixture of diseases are impacting schools across Kentuckiana, from Bullitt County students not having any classes for the rest of the week to most recently Jefferson County Public Schools now switching to 2 NTI days.
Our kids are sick, which means we're getting sick and our teachers are getting sick.
JCPS campuses will have a 4-day weekend without students and staff. The school district announced lessons will be taught digitally on both Friday and Monday. The news put Anita Herron of Shively at ease. Her daughter, Leah Ivy Rose, attends Schaffner Traditional Elementary.
I just had surgery, so I had to make the decision, and she's having an asthma flare-up. So normally if it's for an asthma flare-up, I just send her to school with her inhaler and she goes to see the nurse and we just push on. But we had to make that decision to keep her home.
Herron is a JCPS bus driver and says she saw this announcement coming. Recently, out of every 5 kids she would routinely pick up on her route, only 1 would be present, which brought concerns for her kindergartner's health.
We discussed just sending her to school in a mask, but if all the other children are not wearing masks, then she's not going to want to wear a mask either. She doesn't understand the gravity of the situation.
As the doors remain closed at several campuses, parents praise the effort to stop the spread, but some are left with the responsibility of balancing childcare and careers. Jose Alonso, WHAS11 on your side.
Now, before the outbreak, JCPS said attendance levels were holding steady at around 84%. Despite NTI, all athletic and extracurricular activities will continue as planned. Louisville's Department of Public Health dashboard shows reported cases of flu in the metro jumped from over 6,000 cases last week to nearly 9,000 this week. However, that data does not reflect a total number of cases in our community because, as you know, not everyone gets tested for the flu. So far this season in Jefferson County, there have been 6 reported flu-related deaths and at least 32 outbreaks in residential congregate settings, which are schools, childcare, and long-term care facilities. Nationally, experts calling this one of the worst flu seasons in years. The CDC said there's been more than 250,000 hospitalizations from the flu, 11,000 deaths so far this season, with cases at high levels in at least 32 states. Doctors say it's not too late to receive that flu shot. 12:02, we have made it to your Friday. Mallory, it's been a long week.
Yes, it has. Yes, and it's not a bad Friday. It's chillier out there, but we have to remind ourselves that it's February. I know we had that little tease at the start of the week with highs in the 70s. Right now, we're in the 30s and 40s across Kentuckiana. 42 degrees currently in Louisville. You see a lot of upper 30s, some mid 30s as well in southern Indiana. 41 in Shepherdsville and Eatstown, 42 in Hodgenville, 42 in Litchfield, 37 currently in Paoli. And as we do take a live look to downtown Louisville from our U of L Health and Hughes and Coleman camera, you can see still some blue sky, a few more clouds starting to filter in from the west, and that will be the trend as we head throughout the rest of the day today. Max HD satellite and radar showing dry conditions. It's been a nice start to the day overall, just that chilly sunshine, of course. Those clouds beginning to increase, and we are expecting an increase in cloud cover through the afternoon and evening. Temperatures near climate normals, mid to upper 40s this afternoon for highs, and winds fairly light coming in from the northeast between about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So your hour by hour for the rest of the day today, expect those clouds to continue to increase, especially by this evening. If you're heading out to dinner for this Friday evening, expect some light showers late, so not a bad idea just to have that umbrella or rain jacket in the car. And more rain is on the way as we head into Saturday, especially. We'll take a full look at our weekend and 7-day forecast coming up in just a bit, Brooke.
All right, Mallory, check out some of the storm damage in Hart County from yesterday. The National Weather Service says an EF1 tornado hit that area yesterday morning, causing some damage about a mile from the LaRue and Hart County line. Thankfully, no injuries reported. Louisville Fire's arson unit is investigating the cause of an early morning fire in South Louisville. It happened just after 4:30 on South 3rd Street near the Ollie's Trolley and Kentucky Derby Festival offices. LFD removed 2 occupants from that 3rd-story building who left the scene without receiving treatment. They said it took 29 firefighters about 45 minutes to gain control of that fire. Officials in Floyd County, Indiana, are working to gain access to the dam they say caused the Blackiston Mill Bridge closure. We are told debris in Silver Creek, including dead trees, clogged the dam, ultimately leading to the bridge's closure on Sunday.
The diversion of that water around the eastern bank is what appears to have caused the issue. We are trying to either get voluntary permission from the landowner to access that, to help remedy that. And if we don't get that in a timely fashion, then we're going to have to try to attain that authority through a court injunction.
Floyd County Emergency Management said there is no timeline for when the bridge will reopen and did not say how much work will go into it. The county commissioner did say it would not be worth the $500,000 cost to fully repair the bridge, since it's expected to be demolished for replacement in 2027. Humana's flagship tower in downtown Louisville will soon be on the market. The company said it'll be up for sale in the coming weeks. The building isn't vacant yet, but employees are expected to be out by the end of the year. Humana is headquartered in Louisville and is Kentucky's only Fortune 500 company. It employs 10,000 people locally. A Louisville man will spend 3 months in jail for aiming a laser at an LMPD helicopter while in flight. LMPD and the U.S. Attorney's Office said 33-year-old Justin Freeman of Louisville pointed a laser at the chopper in September of 2023, which could have blinded that pilot. Freeman will spend 3 months in jail and then another 3 months on home incarceration. The U.S. Attorney in Louisville says the incident could have turned tragic for a lot of people. Well, one of the women police believe is involved in an identity theft scam faced a judge today. Kaylee Fields was arrested earlier this week along with Nancy Maverick. Both women can be seen in this porch camera video from a home in Deer Park. Police said last Monday the homeowner was delivered 2 brand new phones she did not order. Her name was on the box along with an unknown number. Well, Maverick and Fields are then heard on the video rehearsing lines to pick up those packages. Both have been charged with identity theft. Maverick is due in court next Thursday. JCPS responding to claims it's created a skewed search process for its next superintendent. Kentucky Senate President says if the district does not improve this process, they'll once again look at the possibility of state control. Our Isaiah Kim Martinez has the response from the JCPS board.
What's their end goal in your mind?
Their end goal is doing what they are doing. It is to create conversation. It is to distract from the good work of closing the achievement gap.
The quick response from JCPS Board Chair Corey Shull after state Republican lawmakers from Louisville accused the school board of an extremely imbalanced advisory committee in the search for a new superintendent.
Really taking shots at a voluntary committee, a committee that is not demanded by any policy or by any state law, is a waste of time.
We were the first to report the initial complaint after my interview in Frankfort with Republican State Senator Julie Rocky Adams of Louisville.
There's no one representing the South End. It is predominantly represented by Democrats. I mean, Jefferson County is a very diverse community. We have Republicans, we have Democrats, we have East End, South End, West End, we have the Central Business District. We should have representatives, equal representatives from all of those areas.
Shull disputing her claims, saying he's since talked to GOP lawmakers about this.
I picked up the phone and called a couple, and they seemed a little fuzzy on the matter at hand. We've done our best to have a representative from every board member's district.
Shull inviting Louisville's Republican delegation to the next advisory committee meeting next Tuesday and a dedicated focus group for elected officials next Wednesday. Isaiah Kim Martinez, WHAS11 on your side.
Dr. Shull said the district has received more than 4,000 responses to the JCPS Superintendent Search Survey so far. The next public meeting where you can get updates on that search is at 5 p.m. next Tuesday at Van Hoos Education Center. According to ABC News, President Donald Trump is finalizing plans to dismantle the U.S. Department of Education. Senate Republicans like Kentucky's Rand Paul agree with that plan. He told us the power should be handed to the states.
I don't think they would notice it being gone, mainly because most of your local property taxes and some of your state income taxes go to schools. It's I think over 50% of the state budget goes to schools. So it's a primary focus of your state government and your local government. Your school board is picked locally, and that's the way really our founding fathers intended it to be. And I think the more decentralized, the better.
No word yet on when President Trump plans to sign that executive order, but sources told ABC News the conversations are actively happening.